Welcome to the Inside Track on Real Estate with the Dekker team. I'm Ken Dekker, and today I have Alex with me. And Alex works with the Dekker team.
I do.
Yeah, so we're excited to have you here. And Alex comes with quite a bit of real estate experience, right? You live in a home?
I do.
You have real estate experience.
I do, exactly.
and you were a sole realtor for quite a...
For a few years,
yeah.
Yeah, 2 years there.
Okay. And then you took a break.
I did. I had my baby girl.
Baby girl. What's your baby girl's name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's how old now?
6 months.
6 months.
Still little.
Okay, awesome. And so you came to the Dekker team rather than going back to being a sole realtor. And you're licensed, but you're not technically you are a realtor because you're part of the association and you're licensed, but you're not out selling homes with the Dekker team, right? No. So what do you do with the Dekkers?
So with the Dekker team, I am their administrative assistant, licensed. I help with the offers. I help all their agents for their daily tasks. We help with the marketing, just the whole everything.
Okay. So it's interesting because today's show is about there's no I in team. And we kind of say that on the soccer field because sometimes we get some soloists who think it's a single sport and inevitably they'll get by 2 or 3 people and then they'll lose the ball. And that's when we go, there's no I in team, just pass it to somebody else who's open. And I think that's kind of the philosophy with the Dekker team is there's no I in team. So although we have people that are expert in different areas, there's always someone to bounce something off of. There's always someone to cover if someone's gone on vacation or gets sick, because that happens, you know, flu season and whatever, people get down and out and there's someone to cover. So the client always has you. You know, you always have someone to connect with in person. And that's what I love about you having your real estate license and being an administrative support, because you're always in the office.
Yeah.
Well, not always.
Yeah, I don't live here.
You're in the office when you're working.
Yeah.
And rather than the phone going to an answering machine or the phone going to someone who can't answer a question, a real estate question, because the Real Estate Act is very, very clear that you can't do anything to promote or advance a trade in real estate if you're not licensed. Yeah. So the clients call in and say, hey, I saw a sign on a property, I'd like to know the price. If you're not a realtor, you can't give that information out because it's considered you're furthering the trade in real estate. So you can't answer any questions, basically, unless you have a license. So we're kind of unique to having a licensed admin person. I call it client care. Yeah. And you have the ability to type up offers for us when we're on the road. And sometimes in this market, we're getting into multiple offers.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
It's been one of those markets for sure.
Yeah, and so sometimes the buyer, we show a property and they want to do an offer right away. I mean, we can call you, give you the details of what we want to put in. By the time we get to a computer somewhere where we can have them sign, or by the time they get home, the offer's in their inbox ready to click on.
Yeah, and it's so nice that when someone calls, we don't have to pass them along to the agent right away. We can actually, answer their questions right there. Your questions are always answered quickly, and that's the best part of the team, right?
Excellent. And you also are right in front of the computer so that if there's details that, we're in a car driving or whatever, we can't find those details, the amount of heating costs of hydro or whatever, you've got access to that. So you're giving our clients and our potential clients who are calling in for properties a much higher level of service, which is great. Now you were a single agent.
I was.
Not single as in not married, but single agent as in working on your own. Yes. Tell me about some of the challenges of being an agent by yourself.
Definitely the time. I always cared about my clients, and you want to be with them and you want to help them. So you you want to be on call for them, right?
Right.
So as a single agent, you're, working from 6 a.m. till midnight, and sometimes, that can weigh on you. And with a team, you always have that support, and your clients always get that support.
Right.
So as a single agent, definitely, there was that difference of I was driving in the car and they have questions. Well, they might need to wait a couple hours for that question to be answered. And it was a lot as a single agent, definitely.
A lot of things to juggle. Right?
Yes,
Got a lot of plates in the air.
I think, definitely a lot of juggling. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then when things can be touched once and handled, it's a lot easier. You're not juggling as many things with a team.
And things don't fall, to the wayside. Everything is always properly handled, and it's just so important because, again, this is your clients and this is our clients' biggest investment, and we want to provide them with the best service. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and best service is answering calls quickly and efficiently. Best service is getting the right answer.
Yes.
Because you have a team to call on, right? And to that note, there's some kind of speciality, like Yetta's real niche is in listing properties, knowing what value they're going to sell and get the most amount of money for your property. She knows how to market them, how to negotiate great. As a matter of fact, the Dekker team properties that we have for sale sell typically 2% higher. In other words, the list to sale price is 2% better than the MLS average. So we're actually a bit of a bargain.
Yeah, no.
Because people are netting more because they're using our service. And the cost difference between a team and an individual agent?
There's nothing.
There's no difference?
No difference, but you get more expertise, you get more people helping you, and
because everyone's working on a percentage of the sale, right? Now, those percentages vary depending on the value that a realtor brings, the amount of marketing they do, their expertise in the industry, their ability to, negotiate and all of that. So there are variations in the percentage that you pay, but basically the cost is the same whether you're hiring a team or an individual agent. Yeah. So from a buyer or a seller's viewpoint, it's great. It's kind of like, I went in for surgery several years back to have my ACL replaced. And I met the doctor in the hallway while I was still lucid, still awake. And he had a little Sharpie with him. And he goes, which leg is it again that's got the problem? I go, this one. He goes, okay. And he writes on it in indelible marker. And he puts, he wrote ACL, this leg, puts an arrow where he's going to do the surgery. And I go, okay, well, at least I know he's not going to operate on my good leg. And so that's a little precautionary. But what was interesting was the surgeon who had huge expertise at rebuilding the ligament that was torn, he was not the person that admitted me into the hospital. He wasn't the person that prepped me for surgery. He wasn't the person that put me under. He wasn't the person that checked my vital signs. So it took a whole team of expertise, and everyone did what they did best. He wasn't in the recovery room with me. There was a different nurse there. And so amazing the way that team worked. And that reminds me of the Dekker team and the efficiencies of how things work. Because if you leave details up to me, you might be in trouble. If you want me to review a contract, you're going to be okay.
Exactly.
Right? But don't ask me to put things into a computer and remember to do things. That's not my expertise. So Yetta's listing and negotiating. Myself, I do a fair bit of commercial. I do residential as well, but I do commercial investment and residential. But my expertise on the team is in commercial, either leasing or purchasing of commercial properties. Ryan's expertise although he works with families to buy or sell houses, his real niche is investment properties. Loves that. And then we have Linda and Candace, and they are residential experts. And when they get something that they feel a little over their head, like recently Linda had a church call her and say, we'd like to buy a building to move our church into. So she just called me along, and we went as a team, the two of us, talked with the board, and now we're in that search mode for a building for their church that's exploding at the seams. That's a great problem to have.
Yeah, exactly.
And but so we can call each other in for our areas of expertise. And then we have Lana. I'm not sure if Lana's been on a show. I don't
She
think.
has.
Has she been on a show?
Yes, she has.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
one of her first days.
One of her first days. Throw her into the fire.
Exactly.
Okay. Lana's our marketing expert.
Yes.
And she handles feature sheets, photography. She's a great
Amazing photographer.
She does all the videography. She does websites and Facebook and social media postings and Kijiji and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she makes all the properties shine, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she makes us look good.
Yes, which is always good.
Because we get to promote your property to the highest level. Because if you relied on me to do all that, I'm decent with a camera, but once I've taken the photography, I don't know how to do high definition pictures. I know how to take them, which is pretty easy. You just take 3 shots at 3 different exposures. But even that, she's expert at creating high definition pictures for your property. You might ask, well, what difference does a high definition picture make? Do you know what difference a high definition picture makes?
I don't.
You don't?
Lana's
Okay,
great at her
that's
job.
great. So for you, what it makes the difference is when you want us to promote your property, we'll take a high def picture, which is 3 different exposures, and you're going to get great clarity all through the property, including out the window. So through the window, you'll see the scenery and what's outside, as opposed to just being blanket blurred out white. Because if you just had one exposure, if you wanted to get the lighting right in the room, the window would be bright. So by taking 3 different exposures, you can overlap them and you get the exposure right for outside and you get the exposure right for inside. And you've probably seen some photos when you're looking on the MLS at houses and you go, oh, I can hardly see that because it's dark and there's a bright window, but the room is dark. That's because they don't have that expertise that Lana has.
And I feel like everyone thinks that they can take, we all have iPhones with cameras on them now, so everyone thinks they can take great photos, and I mean, people do, but there is this specialty I find that she definitely has, that she can actually take a photo of a room in a specific angle that makes it look great. And I know I've tried to take a picture of a bathroom, and it's actually harder than you would think.
Oh, bathroom is the hardest room.
Exactly. So when she comes with these beautiful photos of these gorgeous bathrooms, I'm like, it's something so small. And I'm like, amazing.
Yeah, and if you want to take a great photo of your bathroom, make sure you put the toilet lid down.
Yeah. Get out of the mirror.
Yes. Some bathrooms are very hard to take a picture of because you show up in the mirror.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Definitely our team, we're so lucky to.
Yeah. Sometimes I think she's crawled in the tub to get the right shot or something.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And so you do have contracts, and you're a lot of times you're the first point of contact for our listeners when they call in, right?
Yes. I am the one that picks up the phone, and I am the one that is very happy to speak to you.
Oh, you're the happy. Awesome. Well, nothing worse than calling a place where they're not happy that you're, it's like they're interrupting your day.
No, I'm always very, very happy to hear from new clients, past clients. Yeah.
Okay, so we have what we call a collective brilliance, right, between all of us. We have over 60 years of real estate experience between everyone, and the cost is the same. And then the nice thing is, because we have a team, we obviously help more families. So we get that experience of helping more families than we would if we were just a single agent, because it's fairly limited how many clients you can help as a sole agent, right? And then as a team, you actually can help more clients. Like if you had 4 realtors, you can help more than 4 realtors could help individually.
Yeah.
And you end up giving way better service in most cases.
In some cases, I mean, clients will call, and just the way that the market is right now, sometimes you want to see the home right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a single agent, you call and you say, I want to see this home right now, and they're working with 5 different people, they're not able to show you maybe the home that night. Because we do have a team, if your primary agent can't help you, we always have someone else on our team that is very happy to come and show the home for you, so you're not missing out on that, beautiful potential dream home, right?
Yeah, that's important, because some of the houses are selling in 1-2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, and then we have client events.
Yes.
Which you help put on and organize, and we wouldn't have time to do that as an agent. And we love those. Our next one coming up is strawberries, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
strawberry picking.
Yeah.
And then we have we have the chili, the chili event.
Yeah, chili cook-off and apple bake-off.
Yeah, we have some very, very fun events.
Yeah, and we have our free Christmas trees at Christmas time, where you come out, our clients come out and cut a tree down. We have chocolate chip cookies and hot chocolate together, and we stand around the campfire and catch up.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes we do help many clients a year, and we love staying in touch with you, and yet it becomes ominous to try to keep that personal relationship going. So we have these events quarterly so that we can reconnect, and you can reconnect with us, and we can see what's happening in the family. It's fantastic seeing, like you have your little girl, and she's 6 months now, but she won't stay 6 months very long. They grow fast.
Yes, they do.
And so it's fun for us to see how the families are growing and things are changing. We've had people, celebrate with us around their children graduating from university. We've helped some of our clients' children buy houses.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. So what advice would you give if someone was looking for a real estate team to sell their house or to buy a house through? Why would they pick the Dekker team?
Just exactly what you said. I mean, our team, and like you said, the collective brilliance of our team, we have years, everyone together has years of experience. We love our clients, which I think is fantastic, because you don't want someone that just sees you as a paycheck, just selling you to receive the commission. We actually care. The team cares on what home you're buying, the reason why you're buying the home. The Dekker team is really just a great, family-oriented team that we just really care for the clients, and I think that's so, so, so important. You want that connection with someone that's helping you buy your biggest investment.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been here several months now, and do you see a difference in the level of service based on the price point that they're selling or buying? Do you see a change in service?
You mean if someone's selling a $100,000 home versus $1 million home?
Yeah.
The service is all the exact same, and I think that's what's beautiful about it.
And I think that speaks to our philosophy, because what we've done is, Yetta and I are both certified in the luxury, with the luxury institution out of the United States, and we took our course in BC, actually, in Vancouver. And so we're certified to bring the level of service and expertise that the luxury market demands. And the luxury market in Ottawa is considered anything over about $800,000. But what we did was we took the things we learned on how to market a luxury home, and we implemented it across the board. So whether you have a $150,000 or $200,000 condo, or you have a $300,000 townhouse, or you've got an intermediate home of 400,000 or 500,000, or you've got that luxury home, we have the expertise to sell that property, and we're going to use all the tools in our toolbox for each one, because it speaks to our philosophy. Our philosophy is we serve people. We don't necessarily sell homes, that's just a product. But our philosophy is we serve people to the highest level. And when we're serving, we want to serve you to a powerful yes or a powerful no. If we're not the match, or it's not the right time to sell, or it's not the right time to buy, we want to serve you to that decision of no. Or we want to serve you to the decision of a powerful yes. The worst thing we have is a maybe.
Yes.
And I don't think it's great for our clients either, for them to go, oh, I don't know if I should sell or I should buy. We want to serve you to and consult with you to the point where you know your options and you make a powerful decision to either no, we're staying, or a powerful decision, yes, we're going. And then once you've done that, and it's the
and
rest.
it shows how much you care for your clients, because I have seen you go into seller consultations, speaking with them, and sometimes you do help them with that powerful no of maybe not right now. It would be best for them to sell in their own personal life. Instead of going in and being like, I want the commission, let's sell it right now. You go in and you really actually learn about them as the person, and you help them make that powerful no or powerful yes, right? So
yeah, we track families served. Like any business is if you're in the sales business, then you're going to track number of transactions or commission or whatever. But really what we track is the number of families served. That's our benchmark, is can we serve a few more families this year? And how do we do that? Through marketing, through our radio show, people recognizing that we're experts in their industry and wanting to work with us. We do that through referrals because we give great service. You probably noticed most of the phone calls. They're referrals?
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are, yeah. Yeah, they've heard about you through friends, family, church. And
right.
Yeah, they come back, and that says a lot. I mean, if someone's recommending you, it's great.
Yeah, because if we don't, I call that the lifeblood of our business is the referrals of, and sometimes people refer us that haven't even used our services yet. They've heard us, they've seen us, they listened to our show, they glean knowledge from the information that we give. We attempt to give value on every show that we do. We don't want to just sell. We don't want to sell. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've sold a house in my life. You might think, well, that's weird, Ken, because you're very successful. Yes, I am. And yet, I don't sell houses. I present houses, and people say, yes, I want to buy that house. Then I go to town and negotiate on their behalf. And you've probably seen have you seen some differences in the way we negotiate?
Between the different agents?
Well, not just between our team's philosophy of negotiations and other real estate agents that you've noticed at other companies, or
They're powerful negotiators, I can say that.
They're powerful negotiators? Okay. Well, there you go, folks. If you want a powerful negotiator, I think, and everybody's got their expertise. I think some people are more powerful at negotiating than others, but I've seen different styles of negotiating for different people in different circumstances. I've seen Candace and Linda get properties for their buyers in a multiple offer situation where their buyer was offering less than the other people. We found out after the fact, because you can't find out during. But because of the way they presented their client's offer, the letters they wrote, the client wrote, the buyer wrote to the seller, that kind of thing, they actually got the house for their buyer. And you might say, well, that's not negotiating. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's using all the tools in the toolbox. Right? I've seen Yetta get more than asking for houses. Frequently.
Definitely frequently.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, in the last 60 days, I looked up our sales stats, and the last 60 days, the Dekker team got 100.4% of asking price on average.
Wow.
Of all the properties we sold. So that's saying the marketing's working, the service is working, the negotiations are working.
The team's working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sum of the parts is less than the can't even say that word. Synergistic whole. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So if you want to get a taste of the Dekker team and what we can do for you, then you might want to call us at 613-860-4663. And what will they hear when the phone rings?
Me, right here.
Yeah, what did you say?
Say thank you for calling the Dekker team. And as always, I am very excited to help you.
There you go. Yeah, so you'll get to hear Alex. And we wanted you on the show, actually, so that they would have a familiar, friendly voice when they call in. Because I don't know about you, but I had some experience with some credit card companies lately and Rogers and stuff. And I go on there and they got their automated system.
Yeah.
And little...
It's not the same.
No. No, as a matter of fact, I was very frustrated with one because it had the voice commands.
Oh, I can never get those. They never understand me.
There you go. And I kept saying I wanted to report a fraudulent activity. And it wouldn't listen to what I said. And it kept saying, well, press 2 for more options. So I pressed 2. And then I would give me a whole list of things. And I'd say fraudulent activity. And it would go, I don't understand. And press 2 for more options. So I pressed 2 again and give me more options. I'd say it again. And then it hung up on me. It said, sorry, we couldn't help you. Goodbye. And it hung up. And I thought, oh my goodness. Now I got to call back. And I tried pressing 0.
Yeah, you want to get anyone.
You can't get an operator
Yeah.
until you've gone through their screening.
Process. Yeah.
So we believe it's very, very important that they get a live person. There's the odd time where it'll go to voicemail because you're busy helping someone else. And our office is open. What are our office hours?
8 to 8:30. Well, Monday to Tuesday. 8 to 5 on Wednesday. 8 to 8:30 again, Thursday, Friday. And then 9 to 5 on Saturday.
9 to 5 on Saturday. Yeah. So, wow. Those are long hours.
They are.
But you don't work them all.
No. Lana's here with me.
Okay.
Our beautiful marketing.
So you kind of do a split shift so that one does the morning and you pair up over the afternoon and then one does the evening.
Yeah.
And we do that because it's important to us that when you call in, you get a live voice of someone that can help you. So if you want to hear this voice or Lana's voice, call 613-860-4663. And Alex would be delighted.
I'll be excited to help you.
There we go. Have a great one.